I'll be taking topic for today is classification of contact lenses. Can someone tell me what are contact lenses? Hello.
Yes, Apurva, you're audible.
Yes, sir. So
Yeah,
can
so
someone?
so she asked a question. Can someone tell her what are contact lenses? A very good and a very basic question.
Yeah, shall I answer?
Sure, Karthik.
Okay,
Uh,
contact lenses are the yes, sir.
yeah, Karthik, go on.
Contact lenses are the medical device that are prescribed by an optometrist or ophthalmologist to treat or provide some therapeutic treatment.
Okay. Thank you very much. So,
So is that answer okay?
yes, sir. Right.
Or do
So,
you want to add something in that?
yes, I'll tell them. So basically, contact lenses are nothing but an optical device which can be directly placed in front of eyes or adjacent to cornea. These are basically used to rectify any refractive error for therapeutic purposes or for any cosmetic purposes. Uh, yeah, so the classification. So the contact lenses can be classified under various under various categories, which are as follows. First will be the purpose of use. Purpose of use means for what basically that contact lens is going to be used for. So, as we discussed, for optical purposes, as we see in spectacles, sometimes we suffer a lot of distortions and we don't have much clarity through spectacles, and even the field of vision is restricted in spectacles. So, usually people prefer contact lenses over spectacles for the following reasons. Also, whereas contact lenses compensates the vertex distance, hence we get a better field of view and better clarity. So for optical purposes, contact lenses can be used for all the refractive errors for which we use spectacles. In the same way, we can use contact lenses. Therapeutic, we have, then cosmetic. Anatomical position. First, we have scleral contact lenses, which are also known as haptic lenses. Corneo or semi-scleral or contact lenses. Then we have corneal contact lenses. Under material, sorry, anatomical position is the ones like the contact lens when it is placed over the cornea, how much area it's going to cover of our eye. So on the basis of that, there are these three categories. Now on the basis of material is the material of the contact lens, whether it is rigid, hybrid means rigid plus soft, and then there is soft. Based on the water content is the amount of water in the contact lens, that is high water content contact lenses and low water content contact lenses. We'll be discussing about these categories in the next slides. Then next we have wearing schedule or modalities, like how the person is going to be using his contact lens. Will they be daily wear contact lenses or extended wear, flexible wear, or continuous wear? Then comes the replacement schedule. This is the standard uh, schedule which is basically given by the company itself. Like they'll tell us that these particular lenses are traditional lenses. Traditional lenses means which you have to replace yearly, or the frequently replaced lenses. Ionicity. Ionicity will tell us how much uh, electronic discharge is present on the contact surface. So there is ionic contact lenses, non-anic contact lenses based on the design as we have in spectacle lenses, same as we have in contact lenses, spherical or spherical, toric, front surface toric, back surface toric, bitoric, reverse curve, bifocal, progressive, multicurve. Anyone has any doubts?
She is going to discuss each classification in detail, but broadly, as she said, so basically these are classified accordingly, right? Okay, Apu, you can continue, and when we are discussing this in detail, if they are having any doubts, they can ask.
Okay, sir. So, firstly, optical purposes, as I discussed, it was similar to spectacle lenses. So, we'll be discussing therapeutic purposes.
Apurva, sorry to interrupt. So
Yes,
basically, as she is saying, the optical purpose of the contact lens means we use them to correct the refractive error of the eye, right?
yes,
So that is our, as she said, like the purpose why we use spectacle ophthalmic lenses. So optical use of contact lens includes correction of refractive error, be it myopia, hyperopia, astigmatism, or even the presbyopia.
yes, sir.
Okay, Apurva, continue.
Yes, sir. For therapeutic purposes, can someone explain or tell me what does therapy means? Just the meaning of word therapy.
Can someone tell
Exercise.
her what do you mean by therapy? Yes, who was answering?
So it's me, Sangeeta.
हाँ संगीता बोलो.
So therapy means exercise in a simple term. Am I right, sir?
Apurva will tell that.
Any
Not,
treatment or to
yeah,
a
like,
particular to a particular disease, any treatment or relief or healing.
yes. So we basically give some aid to the patient so that they can be healed faster. Yeah. So in therapeutic purposes, we have ocular drug delivery system. Basically, what certain contact lenses can release drugs in our eye depending on their soaking time and amount of drug. Soaking time means like when a drug is put on the contact lens, how much drug can the contact lens surface soak in, and also the amount of drug which we put in. So we insert the drug, so we insert the contact lens over the corneal surface and the drugs are released into the eye time to time. So over here we see the cornea and a contact lens. This is a contact lens, but it's just like a different type of contact lens. So we place the contact lens over the cornea and drugs are released onto the corneal surface. Then we have BCL, that is bandage contact lens. Bandage contact lenses are usually given for extended wear, where patients have just gone through any surgery and have sutures on their eyes. So, to avoid mechanical rubbing of eyelids over the corneal surface, we give BCL for the protection for pain relief and also the smoothing of the sutures. Anyone has any doubts in these two things?
No.
Okay, thank you. Then for cosmetic purposes, we have different color of lenses, of course, which many people use to change their iris color. So over here, we have different shades of lenses. Then comes the anatomical position. So the anatomical position is nothing but which tells us that how much
Apurva, wait just a minute. So before going to anatomical position, okay. So as she said, so one of the thing which we classify the contact lens on the basis of the purpose why we are using it, the indications, right? So it can be as simple as the optical purpose, that is to correct the refractive error. It can be a cosmetic purpose, that is it is just given to enhance the eye color. Okay, cosmetic lenses people wear it occasionally, like for functions or any, for example, in films they use, right? In TV serials and films they use it. And the next purpose is your therapeutic purpose. Now therapeutic purpose we give it whenever it is medically indicated, right? So as she said, we can use it for accurate drug delivery if the patient is having some, uh, yeah, indication regarding to that. Or we can give bandage contact lenses, as she said, like if the patient has gone any corneal surgery. Okay, so bandage contact lenses, what it will do when we place it on the cornea, it will avoid the friction between your eyelids and the cornea. Okay, so cornea, so it will help the cornea to heal in a better manner, fine. So the purpose of this contact lens is only as it acts like a bandage, है ना? So that is why we call it as bandage contact lenses. Now therapeutic contact lenses in detail we are going to study in next semester, but just now for you guys to understand ki how are the contact lenses classified based on the uses, we are discussing this. So am I clear? So basically, based on the purpose, there are three types. One which we use for optical purposes, one which we use for therapeutic purposes, and one which we use for cosmetic purposes. Okay. If anyone is having any doubt, please feel free to ask. Okay, Apurva, continue.
now the anatomical position. So anatomical position is nothing but it tells us how much the contact lens is bigger, and basically how much area it is going to cover over our cornea. So we can see over here, this is nothing but a scleral lens. As you can see, it is covering most of the part of the sclera. And also in this diagram, this is the sclera, and this is the. Can everyone see my cursor?
Yes, yes. Apurva, we can see your cursor, but again, sorry to interrupt. Rather than saying the part of eye which is covering, we can say that the part of your anterior surface, the contact lens comes in contact with.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. So the parts where the contact lenses rest itself.
Yes.
Rest itself means what? Now when we put the corneal lens which is there, it is usually less than your HVID.
Yes.
Okay, so the corneal lens comes in contact with the cornea, it rests on the cornea. Now scleral lens, as she is saying in this diagram here on the left side, if you can see in the diagram here, the cone is the cornea, right? So maybe the cornea has a keratoconus here. It is irregular, and we are placing a scleral lens. Now, why do we call it a scleral lens? Because it rests entirely upon the sclera, so it doesn't touch the cornea at all. Okay, so so we can tell that the area or the part upon which the contact lens rests, accordingly we can classify them based on the anatomical position of the eye.
Yes.
है ना?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Karthik.
Sir, I have a little doubt. Sir, in last lecture you have shown in the image that the contact lens do not actually touches the cornea, but it rests on the aqueous layer of the tear film.
Yes.
So, but now as we are classifying this contact lens based on anatomical position, we are telling that the contact lens is touching the cornea, touching the limbus or the
I'm not
sclera.
saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying touching the cornea. It rests any और मतलब वो कहीं पे भी contact lens अपना land करे, the tear film is going to be there. Now, why I am saying not to say the part which the contact lens covers is because if you see scleral lens, it covers the cornea also.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is why I'm saying don't use those terms. So when we say rest upon the cornea or rest upon the sclera, that means is when you insert the lens in the eye, when the contact lens is present in the eye, so it will rest upon either cornea, either sclera, or both cornea and sclera. Now you are right, what we discussed yesterday, that I told you contact lenses, they float in the tear film. Okay, तो कॉन्टैक्ट लेंस के नीचे भी टीयर्स रहेगा एंड कॉन्टैक्ट लेंस के ऊपर भी टीयर्स रहेगा, राइट? सो टीयर फिल्म तो रहेगा ही, rather we want tear film to be there. If the tear film is not there, then there is a severe pathological problem there.
Yes.
Okay, so basically to understand, your tear film will be there, it is going to be there all the time, but then contact lens रेस्ट कहाँ पे कर रहा है? कॉर्नियल. अपूर्वा, कैन यू गो टू योर नेक्स्ट स्लाइड? Apurva?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just go to your next slide. Yeah. Now, as she has put here in the table, first one is our corneal lens. Okay, मेरा corneal lens rest कहाँ करेगा? Cornea पे. See the diameter, if you see here, it is usually okay, the usually diameter is less than 11.5 mm, but it's okay, sometimes you know it can be more than that. But then basically क्या होगा, corneal lens will be smaller than my HVID. HVID of my cornea is around 11.5 mm, है ना? So it will be smaller. The bearing portion which is there, bearing portion means the portion where the contact lens is touching the eyes, okay, which will be the cornea. Now if you come to corneoscleral lens, the bearing portion will be cornea and sclera. That is, when we put the contact lens in the eyes, a corneoscleral lens will rest partly on your cornea and partly on your sclera. And if you see a full scleral lens, Apurva had asked you to change the spelling here.
Yes, sir, but I couldn't edit on the picture. I wasn't able to. It's full
Oh,
screen.
acha, it's an image. Okay, fine. Acha, wo image hai. I thought you have prepared that table. Fine. So, if you consider a full scleral lens, it will rest entirely upon sclera. Like she had shown a image before, it won't come in cornea at all. But this all is like regardless the presence of tear film. Okay, हम उस बेसिस पे उसको क्लासिफाई नहीं करते हैं क्योंकि टीयर फिल्म तो वहां पे रहने ही वाला है. फाइन.
या सर, हम ऐसे बोल सकते हैं क्या, कॉन्टैक्ट लेंस का एज जितना एरिया को पहला मतलब जहाँ तक एक्सटेंड रहेगा उसके
फिर
बेसिस पे
कार्तिक स्क्लेरा
मतलब
का एज कॉर्निया, मतलब स्क्लेरल लेंस के अंदर कॉर्निया भी तो आता है ना?
हाँ आता है, लेकिन एजेस तो स्क्लेरा को टच करेगा ना, मींस आई मीन
हाँ,
इट विल
अरे
बी
फिर
सराउंडिंग
अरे
द स्क्लेरा.
वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ, एजेस स्क्लेरा को टच कर रहा है, इसका मतलब वो स्क्लेरा पे रेस्ट कर रहा है.
ओके
वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना कि कॉर्नियोस्क्लेरल लेंस मतलब क्या, कॉन्टैक्ट लेंस कॉर्निया एंड स्क्लेरा दोनों को टच करेगा. दोनों को टच करेगा मतलब क्या, वो दोनों पे रेस्ट करेगा.
ओके सर, ओके आई गेट इट सर, थैंक यू सर.
तुम्हें समझ में आया?
यस यस यस, अच्छे
अभी
से
समझो
आया.
तुम एक फ्लोर पे तुम एक बाउल रख रहे हो, तो ऑब्वियसली उसका एज ही तुम्हारे फ्लोर पे टच करेगा, है ना, and which in other words we called it as like my bowl is resting on the floor.
Yes, yes, yes.
है ना? Okay, is everybody clear in this?
Sir. Sir.
किसी को कुछ डाउट है इस क्लासिफिकेशन में? So based on, we can say like this, based on where the contact lenses is coming in contact with our anterior surface, or based on where the contact lens is resting on the anterior surface, they are classified into three types: corneal lenses, corneoscleral lenses, and scleral lenses. Fine. Okay.
Yes, so sir has already explained corneal, corneoscleral and full scleral lenses. So as we can see in the diagram below, the purple part is our eyeball and this part, the blue part, is the contact lens. So as we can see, this is covering the cornea, the conjunctiva and the sclera. So this would be the full scleral lens. Now over here, this contact lens is covering the cornea, the bridge, the limbus, and also part.
Apurva, sorry to interrupt. Don't use the word covering, because
Okay,
again it might
bearing.
sound
Yes.
it might sound confusing again. Because
Okay.
as I told you, the scleral lens also covers the sclera, है ना?
Yes.
Sorry, cornea. So it might sound confusing. हम लोग सिर्फ we are concerned with the edges here. मतलब
Okay.
मेरा contact lens कहाँ टच कर रहा है और कौन से ocular structure पे rest कर रहा है.
Okay, sir. So over here we can see the edges of the contact lens are resting over the limbus and lie partially on the conjunctival tissue. So this is nothing but the corneoscleral lens. There's a white space between these two, hence we can see that the contact lens is not resting over this part, but only on this part where it is touching. Over here we can see as well. Now over here, the entire contact lens is touching the corneal surface. So this is nothing but the corneal contact lenses. These are smaller in diameter, 8 to 12.5 mm. These are little bit bigger, 12.5 to 15.0 mm. This is 0. And these are bigger. They can be ranging from mini scleral. The one which we had seen over here was a mini scleral lenses. And it's a large scleral, 18 to 25 mm. Tear reservoir is nothing but it is a large, it is nothing but it is the accumulation of basal tear in the conjunctival sac. So basically corneal lenses have, they do have tear reservoir, but which is lesser than the corneal scleral or the full scleral lenses, because it will be touching the whole corneal surface. So we can just make out that there will be lesser tear reservoir over here, but as such there will be some presence of tear reservoir, not complete absence of tear reservoir. Any doubts in this slide?
Can you repeat this tear reservoir?
Okay. Tear reservoir is, it's like, what is a reservoir? Reservoir is lake. So we can imagine it as a lake. So tear reservoir is nothing but which has accumulation of basal tear, and it is in the conjunctival sac. So over here, as we see the white part in the scleral lenses, it is more, which has, therefore we can say that the tear reservoir over here will be more, whereas in this it will be less, and over here in corneal lenses there will be some amount of tear reservoir, but it is lesser than these. Sangeeta?
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, Karthik.
Here is where we are talking about a post-tear film that is present in between contact lens and cornea, or we are talking about the tear accumulation between the contact lens and the lower eyelid.
Lenses between the lenses and the cornea.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Now
we can call it as post-lens tear film, as you said. So there is a pre-lens tear film which will be present on your contact lenses, and there is post-lens tear film that is present in between your cornea and your contact lenses.
yes.
Okay, continue, Apurva.
Now we come to the third classification, which is based on the material. So the material of contact lens can be rigid, hybrid, that is soft plus rigid, or soft. So under rigid contact lenses, we have conventional hard lenses or rigid gas impermeable lenses. As we can understand from the name that these rigid lenses do not let oxygen or the gas to pass through themselves. So these are made from polymethyl methacrylate, PMMA, does not mold to the shape of the cornea as they are very rigid. Also, they do not allow oxygen to pass through the material to cornea. Thus, people wearing these lenses will feel acute discomfort. As these are very rigid, also they are not letting oxygen to pass through them. Obviously, the people wearing these will have a lot of discomfort. There will be irritation, there will be acute dryness, edema. Now we come to rigid gas permeable lenses, RGP. Rigid gas permeable lens is made up of a material with a molecular structure that permits the passage of oxygen and carbon dioxide gas. They contain no water. The general categories of gas permeable materials are cellulose acetate butyrate, pure silicon, silicon acrylate, or siloxy-methacrylate copolymer, fluorocarbonate, fluoromethacrylate siloxy copolymer. Also, RGP lenses are they come in a very small diameter. Now, hybrid lenses are the combination of soft and rigid lenses. So basically, the center part is the rigid lens, and the surrounding part is the soft material. So these lenses have the acrylate silicon fluorine combination in the middle of the lens, which is the hard part for sharpened central vision. So the basically the center part, which is RGP lens, gives us sharpened central vision, and soft contact lens water absorbing hydrogel or silicon hydrogel material around the edges for increased comfort called skirt. So this part is known as the skirt, which is a silicon hydrogel combination. These hybrid type lenses are often used for multifocal lenses, bifocal or progressive contact lenses. First hybrid was Satin, followed by Satin 2, and soft perm is used currently. Did everyone understand hybrid lenses?
Yes.
Yes.